children or when we have grown up, we do a lot of mistakes, but still our parents forgive. Especially, we can say that when I'm in a mother's womb, I do a lot of mischievous, knowingly or unknowingly. I, uh, what you say, I whirl around and I kick my mother's womb inside. And while coming, I create a problem for her or pain so much. After coming also, when I'm on her lap, I may do piss and so many things I do, but still mother forgives out of love. So that's where in this mundane world, uh, biological mother is known for this forgiveness, especially. And our gurus also forgive our mistakes. With love and compassion, they try to lead us. So this forgiving nature is very divine in quality. So, and she is the embodiment of that forgiveness. So we do a lot of mistakes, but still she forgives and she helps us to go forward. Even we can see, the question might come, there are so many asuras like Shumba, Nishumba, Madhukaitaba, Mahishasura, Dumralochana. She slain all of them. She killed all of them. So where is forgiveness there? Before killing them, she warned enough times, oh my dear children, please don't do this. This doesn't befit you. This doesn't befit the society. This doesn't befit the humankind even. So I have given enough powers for you. You have got riches, you have got powers. You be happy in your kingdom or in your place or in your role. Why do you create these problems to the society and yourself? After giving multiple warnings, when they don't listen to her, and not only that, and they were gone creating the problems for the society, they became a thorn to the society. Then by killing them, by slaying them, she gave a mukti for the society and as well as the individuals. So she is the embodiment of forgiveness. So that's why she is also called by name Kshama. And Dhatri, Shama Shiva. Shiva, here it is a dirgha, long oval. And if it is a short oval, then it is a masculine form. And it is a long oval, Shiva, that is a feminine form. So who is Shiva? The wife of Shiva is Shiva. What is mean by Shiva? It comes from the Sham Dhatu, actually the root, means auspiciousness, benevolence, then happiness, joy. All these things comes from the root word called Sham. So Shiva means what? One who grants happiness, one who is the embodiment of auspiciousness, one who brings benevolence for all of us by remembering him, by worshipping him, whatever. And she is the wife, she is the spiritual consort of that Shiva. That's why she is Shiva. So she is the embodiment of auspiciousness. Sarva Mangala Mangalya. So she is the embodiment of all auspiciousness. By remembering her name, by uttering her name, all auspiciousness we can get, we can derive, all benevolence can be derived. And Shivaya yatate anye tasma loke shimasmruta. The meaning goes like this. Means one who always tries, one who always aspires, one who always thinks about the welfare of her children. One who feels rejoice in the bringing the happiness to her children, to her devotees. She is called Shiva. That is the divine mother name. Okay, Dhatri. Dhatri means here one is the nourisher or the supporter or the sustainer. Because Dharini, because she is holding us. She is holding us, she is holding animals, she is holding birds, she is holding reptiles, she is holding the good people, wicked people, and the entire manifest, the entire universe. She is holding, she is sustaining, she is holding the entire entire manifested universe, and she is nourishing them also. That's why she is Dhatri. And Vidhatri means what? So Vidhatri means it is actually the name of Saraswati, because she is the spiritual consort of Vidhata. Vidhata is what? Chaturmukha Brahma. That's why Vidhatri. Proper noun is what? It is a divine mother Saraswati. If you use as a pronouns Vidhatri, it is Divine Mother's name. It can be means one who bestows things on us, one who bestows life to us, one who nourishes, one who sustains, one who protects. That is the meaning of Dhatri. Okay. Then Swaha. The Swaha actually is used in the Homa sacrifices. We all know that. Om Agnaye Swaha Idam Namama Idam Agnaye Idam Namama. So I am offering this oblation to the Indra, and not only that, it belongs to Indra and it doesn't belong to me. So it doesn't belong to me also includes there. And when you say that, then only it gets completed. So Agni, while offering and all, we use that Swaha. The Swaha is also nothing but it is the Divine Mother name. Why? Because whatever is there, everything has come out from her. So in that way, in every offering, in every oblation, she is there. And she is there, and the same thing has been offered to her, actually. And also there is a mythological story here that Agni has got two wives, it seems. The fire god Agni has got two wives, and the one wife by name Swaha, she's always on the right side of the Agni, and Svadha, she will be always on the left side, it seems. So by giving Swaha for the Devatas, for the celestial beings, or for the gods and goddesses, it reaches them. And while giving for the Pitrus, for the forefathers, we use the word Svadha. Okay, Swaha, Svadha, Namostute. So what is Swaha, what is Svadha, you understand? Swaha and Svadha, they are the two wives of the Agni, and it is also the manifestation of the Divine Mother. Namostute, Namaha Astu Te. Te means to you, Namaha, salutations to you, Astu, may I bow to you. So Namostute means salutations to you, may I bow to you. Why? Because you are the nourisher, you are the Divine Mother, you are the embodiment of forgiveness, and you are Durga, you are Jayanti, Mangala, auspiciousness, all these things. Okay, now we will go to the second verse now. Jayatvam Devi Chamunde, Jaya Bhutarti Harini, Jaya Sarvagate Devi, Kalaratri Namostute. Okay, so Jaya Tvam Devi. Jaya means victory. Tvam Devi. Victory to whom? Victory to you, Divine Mother. What does it mean? How can we bring victory to Divine Mother? It is only praising her. Because you are such a great lady and you help us, you protect us and whatnot. Because of that, victory to you. So it is just a praise and it is showing our gratitude and whatnot. Why? Why I'm telling victory to you? Jayatvam Devi, Chamunde, Jaya Bhutarti Harini. Chamunde Harini, because you slain the Chanda and Munda, two demons by name called Chanda and Munda. So when you club these two words, Chanda and Munda, then it becomes Chamunda. And one who has slain the both of them, that's why she is called Chamundi. Chamundi, we all know that. So why? She is the slainer of the two demons called Chanda and Munda, and it becomes Chamunda, and the feminine form of Chamunda becomes Chamundi. And it is the seventh case here. Chamunde means to Chamunda, to Chamundi, victory to Devi Chamundi. Why? Because you slain the two demons called Chanda and Munda. By doing that, what happens? Bhutarti Harini. Okay, you killed Chanda and Munda. Why should I tell victory to you? Because by killing them, Bhutarti Harini means you remove the suffering of beings. When I come to this Chandamunda Vada chapter, then I shall also explain the nature of the Chanda and Munda, and whether Chanda and Munda also is there in every individual. This Chanda, Munda, Nishumba, Mahishasura, these demons, whatever we say, these demons, they represent some strong demonical qualities. Maybe selfishness, cheating, manipulation, then maybe lust, anger, all these things. So most of us, we have got these qualities. So they are representing us. I mean, these people are representing us actually in different forms. So by taking shelter at the divine feet of Mother, we are asking to remove this Chanda and Munda from my body and mind, from my mind or from my personality. Means the demonical qualities are the qualities which bounds us, which brings ignorance, which binds us, which is making away from the God or from the divinity. You can slain us, you can remove all of them from me. That is also the spiritual meaning of all these things. So, Bhutarti Harini. So you are the destroyer of the pain, of the sufferings of the individual beings. How? By killing Chanda and Munda. And not only that, when I'm in difficulties, when I need some help, by surrendering to you or by taking your name, my problems can be solved. For example, here Suratha and Vaishya. So these were the two people. One lost their family riches, and their own family people deserted Vaishya. And Suratha was a king. Again, his own ministers and his own people, they also cheated, and he was kicked out. So both were deserted from their house and from their kingdom, and they took the shelter at the feet of the Divine Mother. And whatever they wanted at finally, they got their wishes. One wanted mukti, one wanted family joining. Both of them, they got whatever they wished. So if we are in trouble, by worshipping Divine Mother, by doing her japa, by thinking her, by remembering her, we can get rid of these problems, sufferings. I always say prevention is better than cure. I have got a problem, I shall go to doctor. I have got a problem, I will go to ashram, or I will go to satsang, I will go to listen some discourse, or I will try to do chanting. That is okay. That's the one thing. But what I say that try to cultivate good habits. Try to do little everyday japa or meditation, chantings or reading books. Trying to cultivate good habits more and more. By that we can avoid lot of problems. Or we get ready, and when there is a problem, we'll be able to handle them. For that, chanting is one of the very important things. Every day, 10, 15 minutes or 20 minutes, whatever is possible, if we can keep chanting every day, either Vishnu Sahasranam or Lalita Sahasranam, or like this Durga Kavacha or Argala Stotra or Durga Saptashti, Saptashloki is there. The entire Durga Saptashti has been told, 7 slokas. If you chant, that is also told. So like this, some chanting we should keep it, so that small problems will get dissolved and many obstacles will be removed. And even if it comes, we will be able to handle them. We will be able to face them. That's why chantings are very, very important. It creates positive energy, positive willpower, positive strength in all of us. Wow, Bhutarti Harini. So what do you mean by Bhutarti Harini? How she is removing the difficulties of us by creating a energy, by taking a right decision. That is also very important. Taking a right judgment at right time. That is also important. All these things can be obtained by taking shelter at the Divine Mother and by remembering her, by chanting some Sahasranama or some verses, Sanskrit verses or Sanskrit literature. Then Jaya Sarvagate Devi. Victory to you, Devi. Okay, Sarvagata. Sarvagata means what? All pervading. There is no time or there is no place, there is no moment where there is no Mother is not there. If you go to any nook and corner of this manifested universe, in every particle, in every place, Divine Mother is there. That's what our saints have seen, experienced. For us, it is an hypothesis or it is just an imagination, but for the saints, they have experienced the Lord, experienced the Divine Mother in every nook and corner. Kalaratri namostute. Namostute. My salutations to you. Whom? Kalaratri. Kalaratri means what? It is just dark night. Okay, dark night means what? The dissolution who destroys the evil or ignorance, fear. So it is a transformative power of darkness actually. Because darkness represents ignorance here actually in generally. Here dark night of time or a fearful form of a Durga. What does it mean? She is the transformative power of darkness. That is what the Kala Ratri. Okay. Madhukaitaba vidravi vidhatru varade namaha rupandehi jayandehi yashodehi vishojayi. So Madhukaitaba. Now actually if you see from here onwards, whatever the 13 chapters we are going to discuss, in the 13 chapters has been told in a precise way. For example, if you go today in the present day, some videos, especially some podcasts or some interviews, at beginning 1 or 2 minutes, there will be the essence of that entire program, interview program. Say 45 minutes interview program has been done. The important discussion in the summary, as a part of summary, that will be presented at the beginning of the discussions or the interview. So first 1 or 2 minutes, if you hear, you'll be able to understand more or less what will be the structure of this entire 30 or 45 minutes or 1 hour discussion. So like this, whatever the 13 chapters we are going to start, because actual Durga Saptashati or Chandi we are not started. So it is only the Anga, it's only parts, it's only, we are in periphery, outside actually. So what are these 13 chapters we are going to study, we are going to discuss, has been told here in the nutshell. The first chapter of Durga Saptashati is what? Madhukaitaba Vada. So that Madhukaitaba Vada has been told in a short form in the third verse. Madhukaitaba Vidravi. So there are two demons called Madhu and Kaitaba and Vidravi. Vidravi means what? Destroyer. So she destroyed, and she was the cause for the destruction of the demons by name Madhu and Kaitaba. Then Vidhatru Varade Namaha. Vidhatru means what? Creator or controller or protector. Here contextually it is more with protector is right meaning, but otherwise Vidhatru means Vidhata, means creator, controller, giver, and protector. And Vidhatru Varade Namaha. And Varade means what? You grant the boons. You are the bestower of boons, or you are the bestower of blessings. Whatever I want power, name, fame, power, position, spiritual experience, anything you want, by worshipping her, by praying to her, by receiving her grace, all our desires can be fulfilled. We can get n number of innumerable boons. That's why she is called Varade. Okay. Rupan Dehi Jayan Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvishojai. Okay. So Rupan Dehi Jayan Dehi. Rupa means what? Generally form. So here form, generally we think about physical form. So that physical form, I should look handsome, I should look beautiful, or I should be healthy physically. We all keep that. We might think that. Yes, that is also one thing. So let me look handsome, let me look good, let me be healthy. All these things fine. But here, that is the one meaning. Here, Rupan Dehi, please grant me form, grant me beauty, grant me a good appearance. That is the surface meaning or first meaning. The second meaning is what? If any, what to say, shatrus, that is the enemies, if they see, they should feel fear. Their confidence should go down by seeing me. So it can be external enemies and even internal enemies. There is a difficulty, there is a challenge, there is an anger in me. So instead of I getting fear from anger, anger should get fear from me by seeing me. So here Rupan Dehi, that also means even when the enemies, either external enemies or internal enemies, when they see me, they should get fear. They should feel inferior. I should not feel inferior, rather they should feel inferior. That is also one more deep meaning. Then Rupyate Gnayate Paramatma. Here Rupan Dehi means, so understanding the form of the God. Who is she? Or who is he? Or what is it? That God, whether it is called he or she, only the Upanishads have used neutral gender. It is it. Brahman means it, they use neutral gender. Not masculine, not feminine. So we don't know who are you. That's where in the Bengal, when they do worship, mother worship, they give Yagnopavita also. Sacred that generally only traditionally, I mean, contextually, I'm saying that now traditionally we only male they use. Then we give Yagnopavita also for her. Why? Because we don't know who is she, what is she. Whether she is male, she is female, she is both, or she is beyond that, we don't know. That's why we give Yagnopavita, sacred thread, in the worship also. So we have to see her, we have to know her. Who is she? What is she? And knowing who am I, that also can be included. So Rupan Dehi is not only physical form, physical appearance. That is the first meaning. Second meaning is give me the strength by which I should expand myself so much, I should be confident so much, my enemy should get fear by seeing me. Second is that. The third, still more deeper meaning is what? Let me understand who is the Supreme Self, or who am I. All these things comes to Rupam, Rupan Dehi. The question might come for all of you, Swamiji, in this Rupan Dehi, all these things, meanings are not there. Where did you get all these things? Yes, when we go deeply, we'll study, understand first point, and there are 8 commentaries on the Durga Saptashati. So every commentary is so beautiful, and every commentator brings in new meanings, different, maybe from different angles. Okay, Jayan Dehi. Jayan Dehi means what? First, general meaning which we all be knowing, that victory. Grant me victory, grant me success. I am running a business, let me have a success. I am running a company, let me have success. I have taken up some project as a team leader or as a project manager, let me have success. Or I want to reach my goal, targets. I want to be a good musician, I want to be a good politician or executive, whatever it may be, or maybe athlete, or maybe a good person, good human being. That is my target, that is my goal. So let me have a success, means let me able to reach my target. That is what Jayandehi. This is what the one standard meaning, or a simple meaning. When you go deeply, it is Sattva Guna Utkarsha Sthiti. Means the Sattva Guna should be amplified, should be increased. We have got 3 gunas: Sattva Guna, Rajo Guna, and Tamo Guna. The inertia, dull-headedness, and laziness, procrastination, these are all part of Tamo Guna. Ambitious nature, restlessness, activeness, all these things are part of Rajoguna. Simple, composed nature, simple living and high thinking, interesting in Japan meditation more and more, and very gentlemanly behavior, and so many things can be added. So that's all the part of Sattva Guna. So when I get more and more Sattva Guna developing, then what happens? I will be nearer to God. I'll be nearer to the self. I can manifest the divinity more and more, and I can be more and more peaceful, and I can meditate, and my spiritual practices will be intact. That's why this Yashodehi, I'm sorry, Jayandehi means even let the Sattva Guna get increased. It is not only success and victory, let the Sattva Guna get increased so that I can reach my target. That is experiencing the Divine Mother, or experiencing my chosen deity, Ishtadevata, or experiencing myself. Who am I? What am I? Okay. Rupandehi, Jayandehi, Yashodehi. Yashas. Yashas means we all know that it is also, one is general, one meaning is what? Success, but already success has come. So here Yashas is what? The fame, the glory. I want to be a celebrity. So Yashodehi, oh mother, please bless me. I want to be a celebrity, or I want to be a famous person. That is the superficial level. And here one is, so at the worldly level, okay, then the spiritual level, let me get glory. How? By understanding who am I, by doing more and more austerities or penance, or by developing devotion or discernment, or shaman dama, that is control of mind and control of sense organs. If that is achieved, most of our spiritual practice is done, isn't it? So let me get more and more success, either in the mundane life or in the spiritual life. Whether you need both, or whether you need only worldly success or spiritual success, it depends on you. Whichever you want, you seek from the mother, or you pray to the mother for that. Then Vishoji Jahi, may you grant to destroy my enemies. What does it mean? One is external enemies. There can be a professional enemies. Professional enemies means competitors. Here, one is if they're really like a terrorist or if they're really bane to the society, let them get destroyed. That is a one very superficial, very basic meaning. Here, let them destroy means what? Let me overcome them. For example, I have got a competitor in the business. So here, Dvishojahi, how should we take? It doesn't mean that my competitor should die. No. Let me overcome him in a right way, of course. I can be successful. I can let me be more and more successful than him. From that sense, it is Jahi. And there are external enemies, there are external challengers, external people who can create troubles. The real trouble is what? The internal enemies. When the people come, come attacking us from the external, from the outside, it is easy to handle them. But if there are people inside staying with us, if they create trouble, if they attack us, it is very difficult for us to handle them or to fight with them. So there are internal enemies in us. That is Harishad Varga. Ari means what? Shatru, that is enemy. Shad Varga means what? It is a group of 6 people. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, which we all know that. So these are the 6 enemies, internal enemies, which are there. Because of that, we are not able to receive the Divine Mother's grace. We are not able to meditate. We are not able to manifest the divinity. We are not able to experience who am I. They are the real enemies. So, O Mother, I am praying to you. I am seeking your grace, by which I shall be able to destroy that internal 6 enemies. That is Dvishojahi. Or from the Advaita point of view, there's only one problem I have got. That is ignorance. Ignorance of my true nature. Who am I? If that ignorance is removed, everything goes away. Everything gets disappeared. That is the root cause. I have forgotten who am I. What am I really? My nature I have forgotten. That is the problem by which all these things are getting manifested. So may that ignorance about oneself, may it get destroyed. That is what the Dvishojahi. Okay. So the second line will be repeating now onwards. I will not be telling, that you have to understand. Now 4th verse onwards, I will be taking the only one line. Okay. Mahishasura Nirnashi Bhaktanam Sukhade Namaha. Now, these 13 chapters of Chandi, which consists of 700 shlokas, has been classified into 3 parts. That is Pratama Charita, first, then Madhyama Charita, middle ones, Uttama Charita, last ones. And this Pratama Charita has got only 1 chapter, first chapter. And in the first chapter, Madhukaitapa Vada, which we saw in the 3rd verse. Now, Madhyama Charita has got 3 chapters. In the 3 chapters, the 2nd and 3rd chapter is what? The 2nd chapter is what? Mahishasura Sainyavada. Divine Mother destroys the army belonging to Mahishasura. And the 3rd chapter belongs to Mahishasura Vada. So after destroying the army belongs to Mahishasura, Mother destroys the Mahishasura himself. That is the 3rd chapter. And thus 2 things has been told in the verse number 4. So Mahishasura Nirnashi. Mahishasura Nirnashi. So you annihilated the Mahishasura, the demon by name Mahishasura. Asura means demon. Mahisha means actually what? Bison actually. Because he was in the form of bison. His head was in the form of bison. That's why it's called Mahisha. And the sister of Mahisha is what? Mahishi. Mahishi has been slain by Ayyappa Swami. You know that. In southern part of India, it is very famous, Mahishi. And Mahishasura's sister she is. And this Mahishasura has got a lot of powers and all. But at the same time, he had a lot of powers, no doubt. He did penance and he received the grace from the Lord Brahma. But he used all his powers, his might, in the wrong way. That's where he was been killed. So getting might, getting strength is not alone enough. Without values, all these things can go in vain. That's what we can understand by seeing these demons. So Mahishasura Nirnashi, you destroyed the Mahishasura and its army. Because of that, Bhaktanam Sukhade Namaha. Because of that, you brought happiness to the people. Why? This Mahishasura used to terribly disturb people, good people, monks, saints, rishis, and all. He used to trouble them. He was not, he didn't allow them to meditate. He didn't allow them to worship. He didn't allow them to offer sacrifices. And also he went to the above worlds and he disturbed the, cosmic system. That's the reason by killing him, you granted happiness. You brought happiness to the humankind. So, Bhaktanam Sukhade, you got the Sukha, happiness for the Bhaktas, for the people who have taken shelter at your feet. Namaha, my salutations to you. So, by taking shelter at the Divine Mother's feet, we can get happiness, we can get joy, we can get peace, we can get contentment. One who has surrendered to you. Now the question might come, Swamiji, you are saying one who has surrendered it to you, that means what? Is it terms and conditions apply? So one who surrenders to mother, only they will get all these things, others they won't get it, isn't? Does it? What does it mean? Because if we don't, the act of surrender, tells what? Means my unripened ego has been removed. Because of that, I have become a fit instrument to receive the divine grace of the mother. Otherwise, many times mothers might bless us, but if we don't receive it, if we are not fit enough, then we may not make use of it. For this, in this case, for example, all the demons were warned, tried to be told. Divine Mother herself tells, oh, my dear, please don't do this. It doesn't befit you. But they didn't listen. So like this, if you want to be the recipient of the divine grace, one should make oneself fit. That is all our struggle is. Okay. Rakta Bija Vadhe Devi Chandamunda Vinashini. So here again, so in the next chapter, fourth chapter comes afterwards. So in the fourth chapter, Indra Stuti, Indra and others, they praise Divine Mother. And the fifth chapter, Deva Vuchuhu, which is the Uttama Charita part, there again Mother has been praised. In the sixth, Rakta Bija Sura Vada is there. That has been told here. Rakta Bija, then Chanda and Munda Vada is there. In the next chapters, that has been told in the fifth verse. Rakta Bija Vadhe Devi. Hey Devi, O Mother Goddesses, Rakta Bija Vadhe. You killed Rakta Bija Sura. And who is this Rakta Bija Sura? Rakta Bija Sura had a special boon. If one drop of blood comes, hundreds of Rakta Bija Suras can come. As a result, he wanted to be immortal. Because whenever they asked Lord Brahma that, please bless me, that let me become immortal, you all know the story. There was a routine prayer from the demons and routine answer from the Brahma Deva. Oh my dear, whoever has been born, one has to die. If there is a date of manufacture, date of expiry should be there, will be there, you can't be immortal as a body. Then they used to ask so many permutation combinations by which I can be immortal. So this Rakta Bijasura had asked, my one drop, if it falls on the earth, hundreds of Rakta Bijasuras can come. So that's how he wanted to be immortal. So there was an issue now, how to kill them. That's how then Mother, Divine Mother, asked Kali to take care of this. Kali, she opened her tongue and she kept it ready. So whenever the Rakta Bijasura was tried to be killed and when the blood oozed out, then Kali, she stretched her tongue and she swallowed all the blood so that no blood filled on the earth. As a result, Rakta Bijasura came into end. After he's been killed, no more future Rakta Bijasuras came. So this Rakta Bijasura represents actually desires in us. You try to control one desire, you try to remove one desire, by that hundreds of desires or tens of desires might come in our life. So when you take shelter at the divine feet, at the feet of Divine Mother, then all our desires will be annihilated, can be ended, by which we can understand who am I, or we can experience the God. Okay. Chanda Munda Vinashini. You are the destroyer of Chanda and Munda. Okay. Shumbhasya eva nishumbhasya. Yeah, Rupan Dehi, Jayan Dehi, Yasho Dehi, Dvishoje. Every time you should keep on reading it. Yes. No, because already you know I need not to tell. That's what I'm telling. Otherwise, when you are chanting, you have to chant it as the slokas goes.
They read it
Shumbhasya
or Rupan. Should I end it as N or M?
Yeah. So the Sanskrit rule is at the end of the word, if there is anuswara, Anuswara, and the next word, if it starts with the any consonant, that is Vargiya Vyanjana Visve. Ka, ka, ga, ga, cha, cha, ja, ja, ta, ta, da, da is there. So that end of that Anunasika, it happens. For an example, here Rupam, Anuswara is there. And the next word beginning is what? The. Means what happens? Ta, ta, da, da, na. So that Anuswara takes the form of na. That's why it becomes Rupan Dehi.
Okay.
Jayan Dehi.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yeah. So Shumbhasyaiva Nishumbhasya Dhumrakshasya cha Mardini. So Shumbha eva Nishumbhasya Dhumrakshasya cha Mardini. So you killed Shumbha, Nishumbha, and Dhumra. So these are all different demons. Then actually Shumbha is the brother of Nishumbha, and Dhumra is also one of their relative. And all. I think Dhumra was also, he was one chief in commander of these demons and all. So once Shumbha and Nishumba, they are brothers, and Dhumra actually, Dhumra Lochana was the, if I rightly remember, is the chief in commander. All the three were killed by Divine Mother. Okay. Vanditangri Yuge Sarva Saubhagyadayini. So this again, Shumbhavada, Nishumbhavada, and Dhumra Lochanavada, these are all different chapters in the Madhyama Charita, in the third part. Vanditangri Yuge Devi. Vanditangra Yuge Devi. Okay. So this Sarva Saubhagyadaini, actually the 4, 5, and 11 chapters has been mentioned, has been indicated by this verse. Okay. Vanditangri Yuge Devi, whose 2 feet are worshipped. Devi, you know, O Mother Goddesses. Vandita means worshipped, bow down. Vanditangra Yuge. Yuge means what? Joining it to. Joining it to. So when we worship, we don't worship only 1 feet of Mother, either right or left. We try to worship the Divine Mother's feet while worshipping. When we do Pada Puja for the monks or the elders, we try to do Pada Puja for both the feet, not only 1 feet. So like that, Vanditangri Yuge Devi, I shall bow down to both of your feet so that I am being protected by the demons, by the problems, by the challenges and all things. Sarva Saubhagyadayini. Sarva Saubhagyadayini. Sarva Saubhagya means all type of auspiciousness, all type of benefits, all type of profit, all type of prosperity, all type of happiness, joy, contentment, you can say. Sarva Saubhagya Dayini, and you are the bestower of it. One is you are removing the difficulties, and you are at the same time, you are also granting, you are capable of granting all type of, prosperities. Now, for an example, millionaire, if you go and ask him, he can give money only. He cannot give you name and fame, or he cannot give you good health, or he cannot give something else. So how much ever we are all powerful, we can help or we can give something to others, that's all. But in Mother's case, Divine Mother's case, whatever you ask, she is capable of giving. Whether you want name, fame, power, position, progeny, birth and death, or you don't want birth and death even. So any type of saubhagya, any type of prosperity, any type of joy or peace, she is capable of giving. That's why she is called Sarva Saubhagyadayini. All types of prosperity, all types of good fortune. Either it can be materialistic or it can be spiritual in nature. Whatever you want, you can ask. Okay. Now, 8th verse. Achintya Rupa Charite Sarva Shatru Vinashini. Okay. Achintya Rupa Charite. You are actually unimaginable. Your form and your deeds cannot be imagined. Means you are incomprehensible. You cannot be comprehended from our limited intellect. Sahasra Shirsha Purushaha Sahasraksha Sahasrapat. You have got 1,000 eyes, 1,000 heads and all. What does it mean? So God's universal form cannot be comprehended. We can, how much ever we have written, either Sahasranama or Lakshanama and all, still we cannot completely understand, we cannot completely comprehend the God. Who is God? What is God? Same thing, who is Divine Mother? Who is she? What is she? We cannot understand, we cannot really comprehend. Achintya Rupa, And charite. Charite means with deeds. There's so much which we have just maybe 1% or 0.0001 we might have understood. Or a person who has studied all the scriptures, if you say, then he might have understood only 1% of our forms and deeds. Then, so that's why she is Achintya Rupa Charita. Basically, she is not comprehensible from our limited intellect, limited mind. That's what we should understand. Then Sarva Shatru Vinashini. She is the destroyer of all enemies, either external or internal. Okay. Now, charite is also again beautiful word. One is charite means deeds, and charite also means character and deeds, divine acts and all. Okay, Sarva Shatru Vinashini. This Sarva Shatru Vinashini is actually mentioning about the 12th chapter. Okay. Natebhya Sarvada Bhaktya Chandike Duritapahay. Duritapahay. Natebhya, to those who bow down. Sarvada Bhaktya. Sarvada, always. Bhaktya, with devotion. So this is what I mean. Terms and conditions apply. I prayed to Divine Mother. She didn't protect me. Just I prayed once, or twice, or thrice. My problem has not been solved. That means I have to increase my dose of prayer. Now you got just a simple fever, just a paracetamol, or maybe Dolo 650 is enough. If the fever is intense, 3 days you took, maybe little reduced, but not completely. Then the doctor says, better you increase for 2 or 3 days more. You took 5 days or 7 days, still still your fever is not subsided completely. Then they say, okay, better you take antibiotics. Either they increase the dose or they will ask us to go for antibiotics. And if not, then again they may increase the doses and all. So similarly, less problems, less spiritual practice, less prayer is enough. If it is a more problem, intensified problem, our prayers also should be intensified. The more dose you increase, then better, sooner the problems get subsided. So here, Sarvada. So one time I say that I bow down to Mother, one time I pray, one time I try to do japa, and rest of the time I do whatever I want. I behave however I wish. Then afterwards, if you say, I pray to God, I bow down to Mother, but still nothing happened, means because there is unripened ego is Lord. That's why Natebhya Sarvadha Bhaktya. As much as possible, we should try to remember her and we should try to be submissive. Means our ego should be surrendered at her feet. Not I, but thou. So Sarvada Bhaktya, with devotion. Not it is a casual approach. It is serious approach. It is a conscious, serious, willful approach should be. Okay. Chandike Duritapahe. Chandike. Chandike means what? She is the Chandi. She is the fearful form of the Mother Durga. And Chandi means what? She is a Parabrahma Swarupini actually. The meaning of Chandi is what? One who is fearful. Means actual the deep meaning is what? Parabrahma Swarupini. Okay. Duritapahe. Durita means what? Sufferings, sin, obstacles, problems, challenges. Duritapahe means one who is capable of removing them, destroying them. So if with devotion, if you bow down to her, if you surrender to her, all your problems or all our problems will be removed. If not, she will give strength, she will give intelligence, she will give power of judgment to resolve all these things. So we don't know how the grace comes. So we have to be with open mind, we should think. Sometimes she might not really remove the problems, really, but she might give strength for us to face it and rise it. And she may give enough intelligence to solve it, resolve it. So we don't know how her grace comes. Stuvadbhyah bhakti purvam tvam chandike vyadinashini. Okay. Stuvadbhyah. Stuvadbhyah means stava, we know that, the praiseworthy. Praiseworthy. So Stuvadbhyah means you are the praiseworthy. You are being praised by great people. So all the scriptures are trying to praise you, O Divine Mother. Sarvada. That's why Sarvada Bhaktya, Suvedbhya Bhakti Purvam Tvam. One who praises you with devotion. Chandike Vyadinashini, O Divine Mother, for such people, you remove, you destroy the diseases. So, Stuvadbhya means praising, chanting, and she's capable of she is praiseworthy. Sometimes we praise people, we know that they are not, but we do it because of some reasons, or because of selfish reasons, or because of some other forcefully we are supposed to do it. But in her case, she is really praiseworthy. That's why we are praising. Saints are praising, or the scriptures are praising her. Okay. Vyadinashini. Vyadinashini means what? She is the destroyer of diseases. That can be physical diseases also. There can be mental diseases. There can be attitudinal diseases, that is at the level of intellectual. There can be emotional diseases. There can be spiritual disease. So all type of diseases, she is the remover of, destroyer of all type of diseases in us. How it can happen? By surrendering at her feet and by praising her. By doing this, what we are trying to do? This is a willful act by which we are surrendering our ego. Unripened ego, we are trying to convert our unripened ego into ripened ego, so that we will make ourselves fit instrument to receive her grace. Otherwise, we may, we may not be able to make use of it. Many times, that what happens, we are the recipient of divine grace, but we don't. Once, when a monk had told me, we have come to Sri Ramakrishna's company, we have got all the best jewels, but if we don't make use of it, it is whose mistake, my dear? It is only our own mistake. So like that, scriptures are available, Guru has available, then God is available. There are so many people. Everyone is not attending this type of talks. Only few of you are attending. Why? So the first box has been ticked. So you have got interest in good things. You have got interested in spiritual life and all. Now you are getting all these things. In the olden days, this type of things getting was too difficult. Now I am in Ireland. Some are from India. Some are from America. Some from different countries. One is from Germany, as I know. So we are all getting all these things thanks to technology and all. But we should make use of it. To make use of these things also, we need a divine grace. So let Divine Mother bless all of us, so that we shall be the fittest instrument in her hands, and we shall be the recipient of her grace, and we shall lead a happy life. We shall try to reach our goals, and we shall try to experience her presence in every moment, in every part of our life, in every area. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Rama Krishna Arpanamastu. Yeah, if you got any questions, I'll be happy to answer. Okay, so I assume no questions.
Why? So, Namaste, Maharaj.
Namaste.
Why is that Swaha and Swadha have different roles? That is, Swaha is for the Devas and Pitrus, we use Swadha. So why is it different, and why does Agni have to take it from the left side, or the Prachinaviti and all that for
Okay.
Swadha?
Okay. See, Agni is like a courier man. So Agni is like a courier man. Whatever you give, he takes. Now you say, okay, you give a courier. So you give a courier man. Okay, here is a courier for an America. Here is a courier for the India. Here is a courier for Dubai. Here is a courier for Germany. Here is a courier for France. And the courier person say, okay, my dear, and he will collect all the couriers, and he will try to send the couriers to the respective places, to the America, to India, to Dubai, to the Germany, or wherever. So that is what the Agni's work actually. Now, Swaha and Swada, why Swaha for Devatas and Swada for the Pitru Devatas, Pitrus? So from common sensical angle, if you say, so when you are giving some offering and you are ending with the Swaha, that means it is psychologically we will understand, and it is people will understand, okay, this sacrifice or this oblations is meant for gods and goddesses, means small g, gods and goddesses. And when you use the word svadha, that means, okay, these oblations are meant for Pitru Devatas. For example, we try to do that. Different colors of clothes or different color bands we ask the people to wear in the congregations or in the big functions to differentiate people. So one just commonsensically, keeping all the philosophy aside, if you think probably the Swaha and Swada can be said that Swaha means, okay, it was meant for Devatas, and Swadha means it was for Pitrus.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Yeah.
So when we offer to goddess as Parabrahma Swarupini, at that time also it is Swaha only.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
For any devata, including the Brahman or Parabrahma, so it is only Swaha only, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, okay, then let us meet after 15 days. I hope you don't have any more have any questions.